Hey, it's Ashton here. In this video, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I guess we could call this a concept that's been incredibly influential in my life. This is something that's affected me since I was just a young 19-year-old that was really struggling with a lot of things in my life and just trying to get my stuff together as quickly as possible. Maybe you can relate to that feeling where you know that you want things to be better and you know your life's out of control and you're looking for just that fastest, most effective way to make a big shift in your life. And I found over about 10 years of practicing all sorts of stuff in this area that one of the most powerful things that anyone can learn is how to work with their energy body and how to balance their energy. And there are a lot of different practices for this, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of these with you on into the future. But one of the reasons why working with your energy body is so great is because, and this is especially when you start off on the path, mental discipline takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of consistency. And really the truth of the matter, though a lot of self-help people that are selling you their products and books don't like to share this with you, the truth of the matter is that working with your mind and mastering your mind, it just takes time. There's really nothing you can do to avoid that. Some people master it quicker than others, and of course there are those prodigies or those people maybe that have been working on this, perhaps in like a past life, that have come back to it in this one, that will really just pick that stuff up like this. But for most people, it can be quite a challenge to work with the mind. And when it comes to mastering your thoughts, mastering your emotions, we all know that our thoughts and our emotions and our beliefs manifest in the world. And once you realize this, it gives you that sense of urgency where you think, man, I've really got to get this under control as soon as possible. And this is why energy body purification is so fantastic. And it doesn't matter how much I've gained, how much discipline I've cultivated, or how good I've gotten at emotional mastery or thinking the right thoughts, because I have been practicing that stuff quite a bit in my life for a long time. It always comes back to energy body purification. Always, always, always. One of the most influential people in my life, his name's Leonard Orr. He's the founder of Rebirth and Breathwork International. He's quoted for saying that energy body practices heal the mind faster than the mind can heal the mind. And I completely agree with this. When you're, say, stuck in the middle of a really intense emotional reaction, you've really gotten triggered, depending on what you're thinking on, maybe you're dwelling on a painful memory or somebody's really hit your button and it's just that one thing that makes you go, ah, and it's hard to shake that. It can be difficult, even for somebody who's got a lot of practice, to exert that awareness and that mental discipline and turn it around in their mind. You know, when you're emotionally reacting or feeling negative, it's a very all-inclusive state. It's in your body, you feel it in your body, your muscles, and oftentimes it's in your chest and your solar plexus. And a part of this is that your chakras are actually growing out of balance. You've got negative, unbalanced energy being processed through them. And it's been amazing to learn time and time again that energy body practices will work because for the most part they're physical. And even if you just cannot seem to reframe that situation or shift the way you feel in your mind to make yourself feel better, you can still do these physical practices and they're going to work. And they don't really take any mental discipline other than the discipline to simply do them. And I just wanted to share that with you because I know a lot of people these days are looking to improve their lives as fast and as quickly as possible and are really looking for solutions that get real results. And of all the things I've practiced and learned in my life on the path I've been on, this is one of the fundamentals of my lifestyle. This is stuff I do every day. So I wanted to share a couple that are incredibly easy that really work. And the first one is water purification. You can simply get in a shower or take a bath. Actually, taking like a half hour to an hour bath is a lot more effective than a shower. But Next time you're feeling down, get in the shower or get in the bathtub and pay close attention to how you feel when you get in and once you get out. Water is actually very powerful. It cleanses your aura. It opens up your chakras and lets them release more energy. And as that energy is released into your aura and the rest of your system, the water just purifies it away. And this is so incredibly simple and easy that it's been drastically overlooked in our society. Practitioners of this, people who are big on water purification, will usually shower or bathe at least twice a day. Traditionally, yogic tradition, they like to do this before sunrise and before sunset, and this kind of gets them in a cycle with the Earth's energy and has been said to provide great benefits. So that's something I'd encourage you to try. If you're looking to improve your emotional state on a regular basis, try just doubling the amount of showers you take, or doubling the amount of baths you take. And you know, me personally, I've become very sensitive to this. Usually I shower or bathe twice a day. I'll usually take a half hour to an hour bath in the morning, and then I'll shower at night. But there are certain days where I just know that I need another one, and I'll take a third one, and usually that third one really hits the spot. Another thing you can do, and this is another incredibly simple one that's been overlooked in our society, but when you really think about it, I think it'll make sense to you, is sitting by an open flame. Preferably a wood-burning flame. Gas flame doesn't work quite as well. Candles work as well, but you get a lot more purification power the larger the flame is. And if you can stand by, say, like a raging bonfire that's 5 feet tall for a couple, 3 hours, you're going to notice a huge difference. And this is also something that a lot of people will master. Certain times in my life when I really need this, I've got a fire pit in my backyard. I'll actually set up a little bed on my lounge chair and sleep by the fire every night for several weeks. And once you've really gotten clean with the fire, you feel it. You definitely feel it. It's really similar to like the feeling you get when you've done a really intense pranayama breathing session. You just feel lighter, you feel your chakras open, and you feel a great amount of energy. And fire in particular, if you're in a creative block right now, or if you're feeling discouraged or feeling burnt out, just lacking in inspiration, fire is incredibly good for that. Fire works much in the same way that water does, in that at any given moment your fields of energy outside of you, your chakras are flowing to your aura, and you've actually got fields of energy outside of your aura, and they're constantly moving. And when you stand within about 5 feet of a flame, your energy is circulating and moving through that flame, and the flame literally burns away negative energy. And actually, flame can also be very powerful if I don't get into the astral stuff too much, but if you feel like you might be being harassed or persecuted by some sort of astral energy entity or some sort of otherworldly energy, fire is actually very good at protecting you from that as well. It'll drive things like that away. Really, if you can tell by me talking about it, this is something I'm incredibly passionate about. It's something I love to teach to people, and I do expect to be sharing a lot more information of this type to you in the future. So that's some food for thought for you to chew on for a little bit. And if you have any questions about any of this stuff, do email me. I always love to talk about this, and I'd love to give you some pointers or some direction or answer any questions. So I will talk to you again soon. Be well and be happy.